तेरा नाम तो सदके में जाऊं।
हेलो हेलो
तेरा नाम तो सदके में जाऊं। ऐसी दीवानगी से मैं जाऊं।
हेलो 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 कैन यू गाइस हियर मी हेलो 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 कैन यू गाइस हियर मी हेलो 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 Is audio better now? Is audio better now? I think it's better. ऐसी दीवानगी से मैं जाऊं। Okay, cool. Let's put some songs and then start playing the chess.
Over 12 lakh styles, 3,000 stylish brands, 1 million influencer approved looks, easy returns. Show mercy on it. ਦੋ ਘੋੜੇ ਮਹਿਗਨਾ ਨੀ ਚਾਰ ਜੀ ਵਹਿਗਨਾ ਨੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਸ਼ੀਸ਼ੇ ਚ ਚੱਕੀਆਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਲੱਗੂ ਮਿੱਟੜੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥਲੇ ਸਿੱਟੜੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਲਾ ਲੈ ਸਿੱਟਣੀ ਬੈਠਾ ਡਬਲਾ ਮਿੱਟੜੇ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥਲੇ ਸਿੱਟੜੇ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਲਾ ਲੈ ਇਹ ਪਰ ਕੱਢ ਤਾਰੀ ਕਾਨੇ ਹੁਣ ਟੁੱਟੇ ਨਾ ਕਰੀਜ ਪੌੜਾ ਰੁਕਿਆ
Cool, let's start playing the chess. So it's gonna be first game of our day. Let's start 10 minutes rapid. Okay, let's start with e4. e4, e5, gonna be going with king's gambit. Now let's develop the knight. The plan is simple. We'll just develop our bishop and then simply castle. Anyways, we're gonna develop, iron down this weak pawn. Cool, let's castle. If we push this bishop, we're gonna take it to h5. Yeah. Simply developing our pieces, controlling the center. So now he's pushing the pawns from the king side because we have already castled. What should we do? Let's simply push his bishop. Okay, he has taken, so now we can capture that. Let's trade the knights as well. As I don't want to take and then let him develop a queen or something. So let's pin his knight for now. Okay, cool. Now I can castling not because he has already pushed all the pawns. Now let's see what we can do. Can we take with check and benefit us? Yes, this knight is stopping our queen to move here. Now knight is not there, so we can make, I think, go to this position. Let's push this pawn. If we'll take, then we have this. We can develop this bishop or this rook. Developing bishop comes with the threat of this check, and then later on we can also try some different. But yeah, let's for now. Can't take it because this pawn is pinned, but he can take back with the queen. Or if he'll take, he'll not gonna help us in any way. Should I take this knight? But yeah, this bishop can later on be used. If we can double up the rooks here. Let's try to double up the rooks here. Now if I take, now if I take, he'll take with the pawn. I will capture this. I think not very helpful for us, so let's bring the rook here, simple plan. This knight can be annoying at this particular square, that's why I wanted to cover that up. Now I can go here. So basically he's also trying to connect the rooks. Guy is gone with the knight. What's his plan with the knight? Not sure, let's trade first. Let's trade everything down. Let's try this. No, but this, but then we can push and this knight has this discovery and this discovery. Both the things are covered with the queen, so that should not be any problem. Let's simply push this. I'll take, and then if he moves the knight, then we can simply. Aren't they almost equalish game?
Get rash creams, diapers, socks, and more in 10 minutes. Blinkit.
Shit, I blundered. No, I'll be losing the queen either way. So let's decide. Oh, bhai. पहला गेम lose. Now we need to put more focus and then try to play with bit more focus. Let's try to see. हाँ भाई दूसरा गेम खेलते हैं. Let's see. Okay, black pieces. Let's go with this sticks and then let's go with very standard game. Okay, push. You can push. We'll take with the queen. We can anyways retrieve our queen back. That should not be a problem. If he'll take, I'll again take. He'll move the knight. Okay, we need to watch out for this particular square, otherwise it will be a fork. थोड़ा जल्दी खेलते हैं इस बार ताकि should not be in time pressure. Is this one free? What's his plan? For now I think it's free. Let's capture it. If we'll castle, then yeah, can we simply castle? If we'll do this, we'll take opposite. If we go here, no, I don't think we can push this pawn. It's a better idea. Let's try to simply castle. Or we can just put our bishop here. Let's see क्या कर सकते हैं हम. Okay, now I think I'll do some discoveries and then yeah, now currently both the discoveries that he can do are covered by the queen, but yeah, at least he is trying to do something similar to that. If he'll okay, let's make him move the knight, and then maybe we can ourselves trade the queen. I think we can trade the queen, and then we can gobble up this pawn because there will be only one defender. सोच के खेलो भाई, सोच के. He's taking his time because this pawn is though anyways losing, right? If we'll take with the pawn, then anyways we can take this. Should we take with the knight or should we take with the bishop? We'll take with the bishop. He might trade the bishop. So the question is, do we want to keep the bishop pair or not? Cool, let's take with the bishop anyways. And let's trade the bishop off. So yeah, he's not doing that. Should we push it up or should we just play defensive? If will push, he need to either trade it up or let's trade at the center if possible. I think his idea is to come here, but let's try to protect this square for later on. He's trying to come here and then attack our rook, but then if we do this, then there's no point, right? He has to go back. So it shouldn't be a problem. We can just develop the bishop and do the castling. We lose one pawn. This pawn is in danger. Let's save it. Okay, now he's, I think, planning some things. Let's try to save our what's the idea behind this? So now has to attack us. We can't simply castle because now this will be undefended. Also he can bring the rook, and that will be the problem for us. Let's just add a defender to this bishop. Yeah, the plan that we were discussing, right? Now I think can we somehow save our can't defend it this way. Currently though it's protected, right? Because he can takes and takes. But yeah, soon he'll be trying to. Or simply I could just attack this, so he has to take, or he has to go back, but they are like yeah, this check, I missed this check, so now I can't go somewhere far because then he'll take this particular thing. So yeah, now we have lost the castling right as well. We're up a pawn, but not seeing a way to move forward right now. What the, okay, it was a mistake. Okay, yes, just okay, but now he can bring the next rook as well in the game. But yeah, we are saving this pawn as well. But yeah, now he can win this thing. Let's offer a rook. No, he's not take. But yeah, he has to look for the back rank. Yeah, because he has the back rank issues, right? Got it. Now he can't take this, otherwise his rook will be hanging. But yeah, now he can take. But yeah, we can. I need to save this pawn. He's having double attack. Also need to save this pawn. We are just somehow holding on everything. Let's see till when we can hold. No, I think we can do only back and forth. Currently, everything is safe. Now I think the plan is simple. Wants to come here and then mm, I think we're gonna lose this pawn some way or the other. So yeah, let's just double the rows. So now yeah, he'll do this check, yeah. Now I'll take this thing. Yeah, he can't catch us. I think we are now making a queen. Mm. Oh, let's force him to go in the center. Yeah, won the game. Yeah, he just he shouldn't have taken. I think the shouldn't have traded the rooks because at that particular point I was very bad in terms of I think position. So he shouldn't have taken up my here. He could have gone to the air and then try to gobble up these pawns because anyway he was up the pawn, or maybe he could have maybe put the king into the game. But yeah, we won, but yeah, not a very good game for us. Cool, yeah. So one win, one loss. Let's try to play one more game. Again, 10 minutes rapid. So today's goal is basically to reach I think 1150 or something, or maybe 1200 if we can. But yeah, let's try to play some solid good games. So previously we lost at King's Gambit. Now let's try to win at the King's Gambit. I'm playing just for like long time, but not improving quite a lot. So that's why I'm trying to be a little more confident and try to see if I can play 5-6 games daily. So that's why I'm somehow trying to do the stream and all. He can't take the queen because then our rook even will wins the queen. So that's a small trick. So this pawn is not free. Okay, I think we got a little more excited, and now I think we are losing. Not yeah, we are losing, I think. Is there a way to save it? I don't think so. Okay, now we have to play the entire game being a piece down. Cool. Let's try to see if we can take something out of this position. Yeah, so we have to basically wait for him to, because at this particular level players do usually make some mistakes, so we need to look out for those mistakes, and capitalizing that, I think we can get our piece back. That it was just a piece. At this particular level, I think you can still play if you are piece down. 11 and 1200 are, I think people do make some mistakes. So that's why let's okay, he's taking his time. What's his plan with this? I think he's trying. No, but let's try to take the pawn at least. So now his plan is simple. He wants to pin the knight and then win this particular pawn. But yeah, let's stop him from bringing the bishop here. And if we can ourselves push this pawn, we can take, he'll take, and then we can, I think, pin. Okay, now can we push? I think it's, can we push? But yeah, he has queen this, right? So pushing right away, I don't think it will work because of this queen check. And but even if after queen check I'll move, let's say, then yeah, then also he don't really have something, right? Let's try to just push. He'll give us this check, we can move. I think we can win the piece back here if I'm not missing something. So this, yeah, so now, yeah, he has to give up the piece. Yeah, yes, gave up the piece, destroying our pawn structure. Yeah, but at least we got our piece back. Yeah, so this was a mistake by him. Yeah, that's why I didn't resign, because yeah, people at this particular level do usually make mistakes, including me as well. So that's why if you are also at this particular level and you have missed some tactics or the other, then also if you play what exactly do you, okay, let's just, so he's still in the center of the board. His pieces are not quite developed. He's just playing off with the pieces he has already developed, so that's a good thing for us. The bad thing is that we had already done the castle, but uh, yeah, but now we can, I think, push, because this knight is now protected with the bishop. So now again he has to move one of his developed pieces, which is good for us. Let's try to win this one as well. So if we'll win, then we'll get +8. I think we are going to lose the, no, again this tactic is still there. So if he'll take, I'll take. If he can't really take, because of this tactic still available with us. So this is quite a poisonous pawn. You can't really take it, otherwise you'll lose the piece, or in the worst case you'll lose the queen. So yeah, but if he'll do the castle, then we need to make sure that we are adding a new defender to it. Oh shit, we have missed this. Okay, he gave us the opportunity, he did the blunder, but we literally missed this. Let's try to kick his queen further away. He can come here, but then we'll be pushing this up as well. Mm, I think this is again a blunder because if he has basically pinned his knight. So now if we just push this thing, then yeah, at least we are winning a knight. Yeah, but we should have taken the queen at this particular position. He should have straight away resigned. Okay, but yeah, he gave the second opportunity to gobble up his queen, and now he can resign now, I think. Let's see if he'll resign or he'll play. But yeah, there's no point in playing this game now because yeah, he has resigned. Yeah, one miss. We could have taken that queen, but yeah, that's fine. We got the +8. Let's try to play one more game. Let's see black or white pieces. Again, got the white pieces. Let's again try with the. Okay. तेरे नाम तो सदके में जावा, तेरे नाम तो सदके में जावा, मेरा नाम नचती फिरा. Let's see. Let's see what he gonna do. Let's prepare for castle. He's playing with the pawns only. That's good for us. Let's push our pawn as well. Let's just simply castle. What exactly he's trying to do? Don't know. Let's. Okay, so see what he did with his queen. So he has started queen, one second move from the queen, third move, and then fourth move. So basically he has not focused on developing any of the pieces, but rather moved queen 4 times. Queen did nothing and just went back to where it initially started. So those 4 moves he can capitalize against him. Let's see if we can do so or not. So he is now preparing to castle. Can we somehow stop him from castle? We can sacrifice the, but yeah, there's no point in doing that. Again he has moved the queen. That's good for us only. I think we can take our time and play solid moves because I am sensing that he is gonna do some blunder in the initial game. So we should look out for blunders because I'm again putting the pressures by taking so many pieces towards his king. So yeah, I think he is gonna blunder somewhere or the other. Should we take it back on the same diagonal, or okay, let's just keep it on the same diagonal because we need to let this pawn move. If we get somehow now we have to push, now he'll also push, then we'll move from here, then anyways our knight was not doing that much. That's fine. This knight was quite useful, I think, for him. This knight was a better piece for us, or rather we could not have. Okay, so this is fine. Now we can somehow put pressure on this pawn. Not this pawn. Yeah, so we have just deliberately lose one of our pawns, which is not a good thing. I think we can win back that pawn because yeah, this is undefended. So if we'll move, we can simply take up that pawn. He doesn't have any checks. He has blundered. Yeah, so that's what I was telling you. At this particular level, people do make blunders at least once. So that's why you need to look out for those blunders. And if you are able to just find a single blunder, then basically you are anyways winning. Okay, so yeah, 3 back-to-back wins. We are now more confident. Let's try to play one more game. Okay, this time black pieces. Let's try to play with black pieces and at least win a game. So only one game, which was the first game, we lost. It was with the white pieces, I think. Again, the strategy would be same because the players are again under 1200, so we should be playing slowly, but at least try to focus on key if we can figure out those blunders that they're gonna make and not make any blunder ourselves. This is basically our simple. I want to go knight here, putting pressure on this knight, but then again let's just make it. But I can simply put the bishop here. Shouldn't have done that, should have straight away gone for the development, but I wanted to, I just played it. तेरे नाम तो So now if we move, basically there are no squares that we can keep the queen on in this basically row. So now we have no other choice but to take this. If we'll take, and then we somehow have to be happy that, so at the end it is all equal, but what we gain apart from the equal material is that his king is now not able to uh, do the castling, and also the pawn structure is somewhat ruined, at least for his queen side. So now, and also pieces of both the players are not yet developed. So now the target is to do some development and then try to hide our king on the king side. Now we'll try to, okay, so now he is helping us. We have pushed this pawn with tempo that we are saving up on this pawn. So now we can also develop the knight, which is saving this pawn. So now both the pawns are protected, and we can also go for long castle as well, but yeah, I don't really want to do something like that. So now we have to play at least slowly. Yeah, so this shouldn't be a problem because his king can't really castle. It seems like he can castle, but he can't really castle. So that's one shouldn't be worried about that. And now I can also force on trading some pieces. Which side should we take? Okay, let's do this side. Let's just save this pawn. This bishop is attacking. गहरा हुआ गहरा Is there any point of keeping this bishop on this particular diagonal? If he'll provide me opportunity, I can trade that bishop. This bishop is not doing anything as of now because of these 2 pawns. So yeah, there's no choice but to hide this bishop behind this. But as soon as one of these pawns will move, then this bishop will be more powerful. Now I think we can ourselves try to create some weaknesses on his position. If he'll take, we can basically develop our some of the pieces, maybe the rook, and then try to do some attacking. So currently both the players have. Mm, okay, so this is the. Now only one attacker shouldn't be a problem. Let's just. If he's interested in trading, then it would be better for us, because now we can just tuck in our bishop here, and then it will just work very well in this chain, and then we can just push this up and try to solidify at the center by putting the this particular bishop here. So yeah, my plan is to take bishop here. Okay, so now this push is not possible because there are two defenders at that particular position. But yeah, let's try to tuck in our bishop here for now. We can also push this pawn, because anyway our king can go on the side. No. We have played up. Yeah. So this file, if we can somehow open this file for our rook, then it would be great. Now we can also move this rook because this pawn is now defended with the bishop. So his rooks are not doing anything for now. He will also want to move the rooks on some open file, because currently there are no open files, semi-open files, but yeah, not completely open file. So one of the semi-open file is controlled by us and one is controlled by both of us. So, but yeah, anyways, he have to move this rook away from b1. Okay, he's taking some time. What are the opportunities that he has? He can challenge this bishop by taking bishop here, because then if we'll take, we are just he'll basically take up, he can take up with the pawn to basically, because this pawn is currently not in the chain, but then he can make a 3-pawn chain, or he can also take up with the rook and then try to double up the rook to attack this particular pawn. Yeah, so these are some things that he can do, because if not that, then we can also take our rook from b8 to a8 and try to just attack on this pawn on a3, because currently it is only controlled by a single piece. We can attack it twice and then maybe try to win it, or we can even double up on a file to somehow put pressure on this, because everything on the king's side is somehow currently occupied. So we want to make a big breakthrough on the queen side. Let's see what are his plans. It's good that he's taking time, so eventually if we get into the rook and pawn end game, then we have a better opportunity to win there, because we have two more. Yeah, he's disconnected as well. So let's see if he'll come back or not. Not wanted to win like that. Mm, if he'll not come back in 7 seconds, then he'll be automatically resign. But anyways, it was quite even game, but we had some advantages. So yeah, we'll take that win. Maybe he has just quit on playing this game because yeah, our position was good. Okay, now let's play the last game for today, and we want to basically end the stream with winning a game. So let's try to. Okay, so now we have to play some new opening because it started with d4. Now let's develop the. Okay, he'll push. He's not push. So because of this, he's completely hanging on this. We can push. He'll take. We can take back. Not take back, but yeah. Play this. If he'll push again, then we can take our bishop here. Okay, eventually we can castle in. So we are losing couple of pawns doing this, but should not be a problem because we are also developing the pieces along the way. He has only developed 2 pieces and not developing anything on the king side, but our king side is already open on the so now we can do the artificial castle by taking the rook at f8 and then eventually taking the king back. Position is not I'm not that liking the position. Okay, so he could have taken our pawn, but we now have the opportunity to save it, so we will be saving it. But yeah, let's do the artificial castle for now. We can even yeah, so now the I think the opening has been completed. So now he also wants to make some space. Most probably he'll take the bishop at e2 or d3, I think, and then he'll eventually castle inside. Yeah, he has taken the bishop to d3. So we can push this pawn. Again, we're gonna be losing the pawn, but then we have some checks. If we'll take with the pawn, then we'll be having some checks. But I don't really have to. But let's see if we can make some way out from here. So in the next move he'll be cancelling for sure. Yeah. And now let's see if we have some opportunities or not. So I think he can give up the bishop for this knight because this knight is not strong. He can't really push. He can't really push the pawn to threat because he can then put our knight on this g3 square, and that will be too strong of a square for a knight. And then eventually he has. Now let's try to put it here, and then eventually we'll take our queen as well on h4. Or maybe on now we can some or the other time we can also sacrifice this. Can we sacrifice the rook, or should we sacrifice the rook or not? If he'll do this, he'll do this. Not really worth it, so let's keep it for now. We can also take our not here, right? Because you can take up with the queen. If we take here, but now I think this is not valid because okay, let's say if I put the bishop here, then he'll take with the pawn. Then if we give this check, he has this square, and then do we have anything? Then again we can come here. Okay, so this check comes here. No, so not. It will not work as we are currently thinking it will. So let's push this. He can't really take it because of the same reason, because in that case they will be having some strong. So currently though this is defended twice. Okay, so yeah, I don't see a way so that we can capitalize it, because if we take it here, he can take maybe this or this, then we have to trade everything and eventually we'll win the
Yeah, eventually. Oh, so it is coming a check. Okay, so that check I didn't see. And now I think we are losing because on the next move he is also gonna save. So yeah, I think now it's a hard luck for us. Okay, we can't really take the knight now because of this checkmate. If I will be greedy and take the knight, then this is a checkmate. Okay, we were this close to win, but yeah, eventually we fucked up and then end up, I think, losing now. Because I think 4 win, and including this, we'll be having 2 losses today. Okay, I don't think there is any point in playing this now because we are also 1 pawn down and a piece down. So I'll just be resigning and yeah. Yeah, so with that, our current rating is now 1115. When we started, I think we were somewhere around 1060, 70 or something. But yeah, so we made some progress. So yeah, not very good games today, but yeah, as it was the first day of basically this challenge. So with this, I want to be, because currently, yeah, you have seen ki I am doing blenders and all. So yeah, at least I want to be at a level of 1500 or 1600. So that's basically the goal, and also to play along with you as well. So that's the goal of this live. So I'll be trying to be more consistent. So I'll try to basically play at least 6-7 games daily on live, so that I'll be analyzing the games as well, because currently I usually play games and just rush through it and don't really analyze anything. So we'll try to play games and also analyze it. So eventually try to reach 1500, 1600, and that will be a good thing to target as of now. So as it is a starting, let's not plan that much, but yeah, this is the initial target that we are setting up. We'll see how far we can go with that. So yeah, currently, as it's my first day also doing the live, so I'm also fumbling a bit, but yeah, eventually we'll do it daily and then eventually grow. So yeah, thank you for, if you are watching this first live, I don't really expect anyone to watch this, but yeah, if you are watching it, then thank you for watching. We'll be signing it up for this particular day, and we'll meet you in the next live, mostly tomorrow. Thanks for joining, if you are joining. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.